Is Monday, April 13th, on what was a very gloomy day in the beginning with the rain and the wind, but now it seems that it has stopped, and we have what's going to be an amazing, amazing show for you today. We have Deion Branch, who will be joining us live in just a few minutes, two-time Super Bowl champ, also MVP of the Super Bowl, a premier receiver. Going to talk about his journey and being the Patriots, the Seahawks, and among others. It's going to be a great interview. I can't wait. We're going to have him join us in a few moments. We also are going to talk about the realignment that Major League Baseball is looking to do if baseball does come back sooner rather than later. And we're going to talk about the realignment because they're looking to put like the Yankees with the Pirates, and it's things we need to talk about because it seems like some divisions are a little bit weaker and stronger than others, but we'll get into that. First and foremost, I'm just happy to see everybody back. It's been a while. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday. Hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody is healthy during these crazy times. And I'm just happy to be back on air with you guys, talking sports and, getting everything, giving you all the sports. It seems like the XFL filed for bankruptcy earlier today. Which is a shame, but it is what it is, and hopefully, they can rebuild at some point. And yeah, like I said, we have a lot to talk about, but I'm not gonna waste any time. Want to introduce to everybody here the one and only Mr. Deion Branch. We're gonna have him join. Give him 1 minute. We can get Deion on the line. Almost there. Hey Dion, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
thank you for joining us. I'm sure you have a lot of other things going on, and we appreciate you taking the time and joining us here at the center in Brooklyn to talk about your journey. First and foremost, how are you? How are the family? Everybody safe? Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody's good, man. There's some uncertain times, but so far everybody's doing amazing, man. We're having a great time enjoying all the family time, my wife and the kids, man. So everything is going pretty
No,
good.
I love the positivity, and that's definitely important during these times that you get to spend time with the family and get to do the things that you probably wouldn't be able to normally do on a typical day in work and school and whatever other things that are going on. So you take the positive out of it. That's very important, 100%. Well, I'm happy to hear that everybody's going well. Thank you so much for joining us.
No
Well,
problem.
you're a two-time, Super Bowl champ, also a Super Bowl MVP. But before we go into all of that, and I want to know how you got into the world of football. What brought the love of the game for you as a kid?
Oh man, it was yeah, as a kid, man. I think it was a long, crazy journey. My uncle Reginald is the individual in which he's my uncle, but he was like my second father, man. And he passed this past
Oh, I'm
November.
sorry.
Man, yeah, I know, man. It is such a he was such an instrumental part of my life, and also teaching me the game of football, and that was way back as a kid. And I think overall, my aunts used to always tell me like, your uncle living his life through you. So he pretty much gave me everything he had, and the things that he couldn't do. I guess he saw something in me, and I'm very blessed and thankful to have him as an uncle, and like I said, as a second father, man. It was such a blessing and it's such an honor just to go out and do the things that he asked of me to do. Not only with all the blessings from the Heavenly Father, but
Right.
just to physically have a uncle. Uh, my dad was more of a baseball guy. He really went into football, so you know. So that really didn't mix. My dad was more baseball, track. My uncle, pretty much all my uncles in the family, they were all football players. So, but my uncle Reginald, man, and I miss him dearly. Every day I think about him. Um, every day I'm just very blessed
Wa-
just to have that individual in my life.
Was football your always go-to sport? Did you like any other sports when you were a kid? Was it, were you basketball? Did you play baseball? Did you try anything else?
Right, Chief. I played everything, especially in high school. But growing up, it was, as a youngster, I'll say roughly around that 9 to 12 range. Middle to high school. It was mainly all football. But once I got into high school, it was I'm trying everything because I didn't want to go to off-season workouts, and I didn't want to lift any weights. So I went from I'm telling you, soccer was my favorite sport.
Wow.
And I think yeah, a lot of the credit, a lot of my footwork goes and it stems from all the soccer work.
Yeah.
Uh, but soccer was my thing, man. I actually think I would have been a better soccer player had I stuck with it.
Hey, it's never too
I
late.
probably would have been. I'm telling you, man, I probably would have been a better soccer player than a football player. But it's too late. Those days are over, man. It's too late for that. But I honestly feel, me personally, growing up in high school, I thought I was pretty good, and just to have the actual proper coaching, had I had the right people that was teaching me the game the proper way, I think I'd have been okay.
It's funny because like a lot of people who, in high school, they're playing multiple sports, and it comes
Yeah,
that time when you're going into college, you have to make that decision of where what do you want to do? Do I want to play baseball? Do I want to play
hmm
basketball? Do I want to play football? And was that a tough decision for you to make, being good in multiple sports, or you sort of knew already that this is the direction you wanted to go in?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have to make it. My high school football coach made the decision for me because he snatched me off the basketball team and flat out. He just flat out told me, "Look here, son.
Uh,
There's no basketball in your future. You're only 5'8", 5'9", and at the time I was 5'8".
right.
Um, he said, "There's no basketball in your future." Clearly, I thought I was pretty decent on the court, solid basketball player, very unselfish teammate. Just always wanted to see my teammates shine, man. I was the point guard. I was just dishing out the rock to all the guys, man. But my football coach took me off the basketball team. He didn't mind us running track. I played baseball a little bit, but I kind of dropped that. But soccer was my thing. So football, track, and soccer.
Okay.
And I think overall, over time, man, you kind of get it. You know which ones, what lane you should be in.
Right. No, I think those things helped you obviously in the game of football with your, like you said, your
Yeah,
footwork and the speed and endurance and things like that, which is important to run,
yeah,
in a football game is definitely important. So we're going to move forward into into your professional career, and you get drafted
right.
by the New England Patriots. How was that feeling?
Oh man, it was great. I always remember.
You- Dion, I
Teammate.
apologize. I don't mean
Can you hear me?
I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you keep coming in and out. I think the service that you have over there might be a little bit
Hold
choppy.
on. Let me move real quick.
I'm sorry. I want
Let me
everybody. I
know.
want
Am I
everybody to
good? Am
hear
I
you.
good?
Um,
Am I good?
yes, much
You
better.
good? You good? It's good here?
Yes.
All right. But yeah, I was just saying the day of the draft, I was, let me see, I'll say, I think I was slated to go early third, early to mid third. And I started getting a bunch of phone calls, I mean, a bunch of calls from coaches around mid second round. And my wife, my girlfriend at the
Mhm.
time, had bought me this St. Louis Rams jersey. And I was all big on that because, every receiver want to go play for the greatest show on turf. And I was just like, yeah, yeah, I'm with that. I'm going. And at the time, St. Louis called. And then they took Scott Frost, I think. You remember the kid from
Yeah, yeah,
Nebraska?
yeah.
So when the pick came up, they took Scott, and I was just like, you got to be kidding me. I guess I got to wait till the third round. But Tampa Bay called. They had the first pick in the third round, and they were like, "We're gonna take it." And then out of nowhere, I should have been surprised because all the while the Patriots scouting guys were coming to visit Louisville.
Right.
That's the college I attended.
Yes.
They were always coming out and they would kept saying like, "Hey, we're gonna draft you. I can foresee you being in our offense. You remind us of every bit of Troy Brown."
Mm.
So I was like, "Okay, cool, cool, cool." And at the time, you got to remember St. Louis played the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I had the St. Louis Rams jersey on, and then the Patriots called. I got the phone
Yeah,
call
take
from
that jersey off.
yes. Oh, I took the jersey off quick. The jersey is nowhere to be found. But man, I got the phone call. It was a 508 area code, and picked up hello and it said, "Hey, Deion." I said, "Yes, sir. It's Coach Belichick." I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "Hey, we're gonna take you with this next pick." And I was like, he said, "You okay with that?" I said, "Yes, sir." So as I was walking with all my former collegiate
Mm.
teammates, I just told the guys, I said, "Go to the house so they can sit on the television." And I went and sat behind this lady's apartment. And evidently she was in the house watching the draft. I didn't know it at the time until this happened. I was sitting on her AC unit out back. She didn't even know I was in her backyard. And I guess as the Patriots drafted me, everybody in the house just went crazy. So I knew they just called my name because of the noise inside the house. And I was sitting right outside of her house in the backyard.
Right.
She didn't even know it. But just doing the phone conference with the media and everything.
Mm.
But yeah, man, it was a great moment for my family and my friends. That's what this stuff is all about. Sharing those moments with your family and friends and your close ones.
No, 100%. And obviously, you play for New England, and